everybody, it's Janice with Creating Through Chaos, and today we're going to make a super cute lavender wall pocket. So I had this leftover tag from Christmas time from Dollar Tree. It used to be a sign. I kind of peeled everything off, and now I'm going to give it a couple of coats of white chalk paint. And I'm just going to cover the whole thing. In order to get the design off of these, I just spray them with water and let it sit for a few, and then everything just peels off, and then I let it dry. So next I took a piece of fabric and cut it into a square. I got the fabric at Dollar Tree also. And I'm just going to wrap it around the bottom half of the tag. So as you can see, like I didn't go all the way up, but I didn't go to the middle either. So it's kind of like 3/4 of the way up before the tag turns, into the other angles. And I'm just going to hot glue that around all 3 sides and kind of make like a pocket out of it. So once I had the sides on, I'm going to snip it just a little bit, cut off the excess, and then I'm going to fold that bottom piece up and hot glue that up as well. So I just kind of folded it in, and then I'm going to hot glue it. And then again, I cut off the excess on that also. And then I just kind of glued down any pieces that were still kind of sticking up, making sure that the pocket is secure, that nothing that I put in is going to fall out. And so here's what it looks like once it's all glued down. I took a flexible cutting mat that ones that I use to paint on, and I slid that on the inside so that when I do my next steps, that the stuff doesn't get stuck onto the, the glue, and the paint doesn't get stuck onto the other side. So I'm going to take some of that button ribbon, I'm going to lay that across the top of the fabric and hot glue that into place, and then just trim off the excess. And it helps to have that plastic behind it because then I don't have to worry about it sticking to the other side. Next, I'm going to take this Farm Fresh stencil that I got at Dollar Tree also, and I used a little bit of tape to hold it into place, and I'm going to actually stencil this right onto this fabric. And I just grabbed a darker gray color that kind of matches the darker stripes in the fabric, because the fabric is a, dark gray and white striped. I stenciled that right on to the fabric, and I just went really slow with my sponge stamper all the way around the whole stencil until I had it fully covered. And then I peeled off the stencil, and it turned out so stinking cute. Look how adorable that is. Then I used my heat gun to give it a good dry before I pulled that plastic out from the inside. So once I had that all done and it was all dry, I'm going to take some twine and run both ends through the front of the tag, and then I'm going to tie it off in a knot, and that is going to be my hanger. I just tied it in a knot, pulled it through, and then cut off the excess. And you can make your hanger as long or as short as you want. You could use ribbon for it. It's up to you. Next, I grabbed some lavender that I had from Walmart. And they have the best looking lavender by far, for the best price anyway. I'm sure you can get really pretty lavender at Hobby Lobby, but I'm sure it's pretty pricey. So I filled the pocket with all the lavender that I got at Walmart until it was pretty full. I didn't want it to be overly full, but just enough to make it look nice and full. And I think this just turned out so super cute. Next, I just took some burlap and a little bit of the fabric from the pocket, and I glued that onto the side and made a little bow out of it. And then I added a piece of lavender right in the center of that. And that is it. This project is done. I think it turned out absolutely adorable. It was really inexpensive to make, and I just love the way that it turned out. I love crafting for spring, and I also absolutely love lavender. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this inspires you to make one, and as always, don't forget to spread the chaos.